Well, like a lot of, well, probably all Klaus's fans, I was really devastated when he died, and it just seemed like the thing to do would be to resurrect him. So I built this figure. It's made out of painted wood, and I used a lot of different materials. I made a little scalp for him and threaded hair in, sort of strand by strand. He has sort of metal inserts for his eyes, for his pupils. I went to the fabric store and got yards and yards and yards of sequins and glued them onto his feet to make his shoes. I jointed absolutely everything I could think of. I jointed all the finger joints in his hand so he would sort of move or you know, potentially could move any way he wanted, should he decide to. And after I built the whole thing, my father's an engineer, I decided it would be nice if he came to life. So it would be great if he would sit up and open his eyes. Well, it turned out resurrecting him was almost as difficult as doing the real thing, partly because I built him and then decided he needed to sit up. So there's a huge amount of weight on this end, and then where the lever has to pull on him, there isn't, you know, that much for them to tug on. So there's enormous counterweight under here to help him sit up. And we tried all kinds of different combinations of levers to, you know, to get it to work. And for a long time, you know, we'd sort of get him to go up 45 degrees and couldn't seem to get him to go the rest of the way. But after sort of seemed like maybe 20 rebuilds, we finally got him to go all the way up. There's just a little cylinder in the bottom that's filled with oil. And the cylinder is attached to a lever, which is then attached to some springs that go to the foot pedal. When you step on the foot pedal, you stretch the springs, and then the springs pull on the lever that pulls him up, and the speed is controlled by the fact that there's oil in the cylinder, so it sort of makes it, otherwise he would sit bolt upright, so it just keeps him, it just makes it very slow and kind of eerie.
So anything else left to say?
Well, I would have liked to have been able to make him get up and sing again, but I couldn't do that. It's the best I could do.